Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 13, and I'm really glad that it's Lucky 13, because I couldn't imagine having a better guest for Lucky 13 given the history. My name is Justin Ross. With me as always,
my name is Dustin Schneider.
And over in the box of time over there,
the box of time, Mr. Craig Youngblood of Western Soul Photography, and Mr. Matt Thomas on the ones and twos. That's a box of a good time.
Box of a good time.
After last week, I think we should turn that into the Smoke TARDIS. Smoke TARDIS?
But because of the methinks were a guest, and they used
we hotbox them.
Machines?
We lock them in there. We hotbox them. Blow weed underneath the door.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And just let them
second-hand contact
like a big straw.
Highs.
Yeah. We get one of those big plastic rubber tubes. We run it over here, and I'll just into them.
Well, as long as it doesn't come from
I'll pass out off the first hit.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't come from your car and you're trying to kill us.
Yeah.
Well, that's the next plan.
25 years ago would have been right there, just like rip it and hit it, buddy. Not now. Not at all now.
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
Man, we got a great guest in the house tonight, and we're gonna introduce this man. Dude's been a lifelong friend. I've known him for a very long time. Mr. Matt Hillyer in the house tonight of 1100 Springs.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting.
Thanks for the kind words, Justin. It's all true, but it makes me feel good when I hear it.
We go back quite a ways. We got some damn good stories, and we're going to get to that.
All right.
We're going to do a little thing right quick. We have some busting to get done. We got to catch up from the weekend.
Well, I was going to say something with our guest.
Sorry.
No,
go ahead.
Go ahead. Let's bust it with Dustin. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'll get to it
cue
later.
Music here. Clip.
I can't because I couldn't get the damn ones to download.
I just fucking asked you that.
I know, and my shit crashed on. I know, my shit crashed on me.
I just fucking asked him that. I said, "Did you get them?"
Oh,
yeah, I got them.
I got them, but I couldn't get them to download, and so I could even play them directly.
Here,
yeah,
right?
I was gonna say
here.
It's time to shut up and listen. It's time for Bustin' with Dustin and Justin.
Good to see you, Matt.
Yeah, great to be here.
Yeah,
you guys are off to a running start.
We run a professional ship around here, let me tell you.
Pro level, I expect nothing less. As history would dictate,
Absolutely.
It's 100% pro level with you.
Well, speaking of pro level, we do have a little gift bag for you.
We have swag bags.
Oh, you do, huh?
Yeah.
Look at this.
We have swag
Before we
bags
get
for our
started,
guests.
might as well just
And
give that to you.
unlike the big award shows, you don't have to pay taxes on anything in those bags.
Oh, look at this.
It's pure tax-free.
Oh, this is so cool. I almost dropped my sticker.
Yeah, don't leave without the
I
sticker.
love the logo, man. That's so cool. I love it. Thank you.
Got it, buddy.
I'll wear this proudly. Let me
Wear it proudly.
show it to the camera there.
What a lot of people are doing are cutting off right below the logo to make a half shirt.
Yeah, they're showing
their
like
belly hang out.
bottom,
Yeah.
well, belly, and then like if they got like moob,
Like a little
they're
underboob.
just showing a little bit of under moob,
Yeah,
under moob.
I'm going to go against the grain on that one and just do my own thing. I'm old school, brother.
I know you are.
You know, it's not even a choice at this point.
I cannot wait to get into this.
You know what I mean?
Here's a couple things, and I'm just like,
I'm an open book, bro. You know,
just want to do good.
all right, yeah. I want to have a good time. Oh boy, yeah.
Well, did you watch the Catch the Stars game last night there, Dustin?
Is this in the Bustin'?
Yeah.
Where we played the intro, but we didn't play the intro?
Yeah, we'll cut it in.
I did watch part of it.
Yeah.
It was good, yeah.
Did you see that? Well, of course, tonight we've got Kings playing against Colorado Avalanche tonight, which I'm just praying to God that it's not going to happen.
It's not.
But I'm just praying to God that Avalanche could just get taken out somehow. Like,
no, it's not.
Like their plane just like miraculously lands into the side of a building, or
they are a powerhouse, just like in
mountain.
the mid-90s. This is
know.
not happening. They
But
are.
I
a
will
powerhouse.
say this after last night's game, like watching our Stars come in on Minnesota, I was like, okay, what the fuck happened? And for 9 games, what the fuck's
What, on
happened?
Saturday?
Right, when we played our first game out with Minnesota,
Yeah.
and then I was like, then
It's all
last
good.
night
They needed an intro game. They've been working their ass off, and they've been on fire up to the end of the season.
Right.
So it's all good. They needed a little bit of a break. So I give them, their mind wasn't all there because they've been on fire. It's all good.
there was a lot of shots taken at Ottinger because they were like, Ottinger's gonna fucking crumble, and man, he proved himself last night.
Yeah.
His glove was immaculate last night. But like Rantanen, some of the best puck handling. Did you see him almost serve himself?
Yeah.
I mean, he got down and he was literally tossing the puck up on his stick, carrying it in the madness. I'm sitting there going, this is fucking crazy hockey I'm watching here. And it just kept getting better and better and better. And then, it was 1-0, 1-1, 2-1, held on to it, got to the, they came back. We got to the 3, they got to the 2, then we got 4. I was like, but I will say that last goal with the open net, that puck was on its way in, man, and it was rolling. And I was like, ooh. I mean, every Stars fan was like, yeah, watching it in slow motion. It was going to veer to the right, and then it just last minute decided left.
I would, being a huge Stars fan, I'm going to just tell everyone out there, don't get sucked in.
I know.
You're going to get this series is going to 7. They're going to beat each other to death.
Yes.
And then you're going to get steamrolled.
I think we'll take what I would love to see happen, and I know this is just a miraculous miracle to happen. I would love to see the Penguins come in and make it as far as they can and get Dallas Stars and Penguins together, if that's at all possible.
It wouldn't be till Stanley Cup.
I know.
They'd have to be in the
But
finals
holy
together.
fuck. Like, I don't know who I'd be rooting for more because they both deserve it.
What time does tonight's game start? It's a 10 o'clock start.
10 o'clock, yeah. Yeah.
Well, 9 o'clock here.
Yeah. 10 o'clock Eastern
And then
Standard
tomorrow
Time.
is a shitty start, 9:30.
And I'll be
don't
right
like
there,
these.
glued to the television.
Yeah.
Here we go. We got to make it 2-1.
Yep.
So go Stars. Go Stars. Sorry, had to get down on that.
Did you stay in town this week, or were you out running around?
I was out of town this whole weekend. We went down to...
That's why you weren't at my show on Friday.
Correct. Yeah.
You were asked about a lot.
Oh, well, sorry I wasn't there, folks. I was out of town. Had to go
So
play
a lot of
shows,
people wanted to meet you,
And making money.
and they wanted to see if you actually supported the local scene like you say you do on this show.
Oh, wow.
Unlike it,
Where's shots fired?
Fuck
Here
me,
we go.
Matt.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, put your money where your mouth is, bro.
Here's a double
one
chances.
person who will remain nameless, who is coming in the show maybe in a couple of weeks. I have to look. I think I put him on the calendar. I have to remember if I put him in.
Sure.
Did make a funny ass comment.
All right.
Said you should be used to your co-host not coming out and supporting the local scene or your shows.
Oh, really? Wow.
You're getting a lot of love, bro.
Yeah, I'm getting
And
a lot of love
I
right
think
now.
Getting a
Craig,
lot of love.
Craig, I think you were standing by when that comment was made.
Probably so.
Yeah, I didn't think I was included in that comment.
Yeah.
Right on.
It was pretty good. It was pretty funny. It was funny. Everybody likes to have
Love
some
to
fun.
chop it up with that
Everybody
person.
likes to have some fun.
You can rest easy knowing that I will not pile on to this.
Hey,
You
Matt.
know?
I like
well,
it.
I mean, I'm obviously being ridiculed, so let's just have at it.
No, man.
Glad
For the
you
record,
made
I
it.
don't know who Dustin was talking about either.
Now, they also made fun of us for what we did because we did something completely shocking, which we kept pretty secret up until we played on Friday night.
Yes, you did.
We completely changed our style of music.
Did you really?
Completely. Everybody thought they were showing up for metal, and we went full synthwave, full cyber core, crazy. We've kept it under wraps. We played our remix album that we're putting together from front to back, a full 30-minute set. The rest of the guys, I wasn't really 100% into this, but we all dressed like we were from the future. And then, of course, Dave wasn't there because he had a PTA meeting he had to go to. So in the future, Dave is dead. And everybody was shocked. Like, oh my God. Like, I guess no one's done that before here locally. Like, just gone from you are known as this, and all of a sudden you're just something completely different.
Wow.
For one show.
Yeah.
We might
awesome.
do it again, but that was a lot of work and a lot. It wasn't the songs. I mean, we know the songs inside and out. It was the rigging everything up to make this work. There was so much shit on stage and so many cables running everywhere.
So much stuff on your rig alone.
Yeah. Craig got some good pictures. There'll be some pictures of my rig up there. And then I don't know, I had shit running from my rig to the vocal processor to the guitarist to the projector to like shit running everywhere, all synced MIDI, because we just didn't want to invest in wireless MIDI stuff for one show.
I mean, it's a lot of investment for one gig.
For one gig. Well, we may do it again. I don't know. We'll see, but
you'll have to relearn it all.
This was fun. Now we have to relearn the songs. But, I mean, this is also coming to the end of this collection of songs. We've been playing them for years. We may do another remix show. We may not. Just depends on what's on the horizon. But we've got a whole nother set of songs written to start playing. So
yeah,
we'll probably start hammering those out more. Yeah.
But it was a success nonetheless.
Huge success. I got so many messages and text, and people still, like, on Sunday, I can't believe what y'all fucking did on Friday. Yeah, like, how did y'all pull this out of your ass? Like, people just asking. I'm like,
well, we didn't. We rehearsed it, and we worked our dicks off to get it done.
Actually, we rehearsed for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And an hour a week, 2 hours a week, and pulled it out. So,
well, congrats, dude.
Yeah, it was funny. It was cool, and it was a great night. We had Heavy Pedal play, which they're quickly becoming Fort Worth Sweethearts. Matt Mabe is in that band.
Yeah,
it's great. And then, of course, the Methinks, the birthday party for the Methinks, which was fun.
Yep.
And Russo fits in so well as their drummer too. This is my first time to see them with Russo.
Well, the only other time was the show they played with Agent Orange.
Oh yeah, I missed that.
That boy can put down some beer, can he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you haven't seen the. That was just scratching the surface.
That was 9 beers.
Yeah.
In a 90-minute session.
Yeah.
I sat here and watched it. Was like, I'm fucking proud of you.
Yeah.
That's good for you, sir.
Well done.
Well done. 9 Lone Stars, and he only pissed once. I think he pissed his pants. I'm pretty sure he did.
I asked, he didn't.
Yeah. Well, of course, he's not going to tell you.
I asked everyone, and then I went back to watch the video to get video replay because I thought that would be something we could have funny.
Yeah.
And there was no wet spot, so I was like, dang it. We could digitally do it, but, that takes more work.
He wasn't building like a wizard staff, was he? Like they do,
No.
And
I always wanted to do that.
So when we would do the show at the table, he would slowly build him up a fort where you couldn't see him in front of the mic and the camera. So that way, by the end of the show, it's like basically building. Did you ever see Pink Floyd, in the 80s?
Oh, yeah.
When they built the wall?
Oh, yeah.
Same thing with beer cans. As he's ending the show, you just don't see him anymore, and he puts the last one in, shows over.
That's it. No more.
And then we would have a Spitfire fly through the wall and smash into it and blow it all the way during the second set.
That's performance art, man.
It is. It's really...
That's high art,
We had big budgets back then.
I tell you, I relate to you for doing something completely different that nobody expects on stage. I've done that before. I mean, once as a joke, and then once as we were dead serious.
Yeah.
So we did it for like 2 years.
You're like, this really worked out great.
It did not work out great, but we were
just keep going.
Yeah, commit to the bit, brother.
Well,
Stay in.
We stuck with it. Like, even Heavy Pedal is not that heavy.
Yeah,
they're more of like a rock heavy instead of metal heavy, and they were like, well, we don't want to play after y'all. We don't want to play after y'all. Y'all are too heavy. It's going to be like a weird show and everything. It's like, you're going to play after us.
You'll see why.
You'll see why.
Yeah.
But it was pretty well received.
There's a value to it. I believe it.
Totally.
So from the room over here in the smoked TARDIS, the lockbox. What did y'all think?
I thought the show was fucking amazing.
What would you give it out of 10? How many stars?
9. Fucking 10.
Fucking 10.
9.98.
10.
Fucking 10.
All right, good.
God rest him.
That's the way the. Yeah, that sucks. He's dead.
I know. They're all dead. All three of them. Billy Bob, Mox, and
Fuck.
all three of them.
Mox
They're all
is
dead. Yeah.
I forgot all about
No,
him.
that movie actually is a classic now.
The only one.
Tweeter's the
alive
only one
is
left.
Tweeter's the only one left. He's
Allie.
barely holding on to her. Well, she's doing great now.
She runs
Wait a
around here.
second. So, wait a minute. Vanderbeek's
Dead.
He just died.
Just died.
What?
Like a month,
Yeah, like
month and a half ago.
Oh, man, I know I saw. Wow.
Yeah. Billy Bob, Mox, and then Lance Harbor.
That may be the one movie that I have to watch when it comes on that my wife gets mad at me the most about.
The best is Billy Bob driving that truck and taking his waffles and dipping them into peanut butter and then downing the syrup.
Did you see him when he lost weight?
Yeah, he lost a shit ton of
he
weight.
looked really good.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I don't want your life.
I don't want your laugh.
I do not want your life.
I think that's why my wife hates it when I watch that movie so much. And number one, she's just like, it's not a good movie. It's like, well, yeah, I know that, but like, but I'm still gonna watch it. And she knows that, like, if I watch it, then for the next week she's gonna get to hear me say, "I don't want your laugh."
You know what I call
multiple
it?
times.
The new tweeter in zone dance.
Yeah.
The greatest piece of writing in that movie that just doesn't have to be there is the little brother doing different religious
Yes.
cults through different scenes. That's genius. It doesn't have to be there at all.
Yeah,
but it's so
greatness.
great.
Why?
Yes.
These are my people.
Assalamu alaikum.
Yeah. Why?
Oh, did you start a cult, honey? Yes,
That's
I
so
did. These
cute.
are my people.
These are my people.
Have
That
mercy.
movie's
Oh,
great.
shit.
Damn. Did you? Okay, so did you make it down to Main Street at all? Arts Fest?
I didn't get to do anything last
Anything.
week. Nothing. No.
Nothing on the weekend.
No, nada. We left out early Friday morning. We got down to Georgetown, fought weather the whole way, played, stayed there, and then we fought what was supposed to be a 4.5 hour drive to get to Crystal Beach, turned into a 6.5 hour drive.
Oh,
Got-
this was the Crystal Beach weekend.
Yes. So then we got down there, and then we played, and then that we ended up like setting all the way up, telling production, it's gonna rain, it's gonna rain, it's coming. Like there's no stopping this gigantic storm. He's like, oh well, we'll cover it up. We got blankets. I go, blankets.
Blankets.
I don't want fucking cotton all over my pedals. I want tarps. He's like, oh, we don't have any tarps. I was like, well, we're tearing down. Tore all the way down. Went up to the third floor of the fucking Finn's restaurant and set up there and played. And there was probably like 80, 90 people. It turned out being all right, but it was, and then we got done, tore down, loaded down the building, loaded up the truck and trailer, and left and went, got northwest of Houston, crashed at a hotel, and then got in Sunday at like 1:30, something like that.
Went down Thursday night to Main Street Arts Fest.
How was it?
The little bit got to see
Yeah.
was really cool while it was open. My buddies Eric Delegard, Matt Thompson were playing down there. And we stayed for their set, and it was really good. Sounded freaking fantastic. I hadn't been to a show that the Sundance Square backlines.
Yeah.
Good God, it sounded good.
Oh, it sounds really good.
They set it up.
You've
Whoever's
done
running
that
it
before. I
sounds
was
good.
just
I was there on Thursday.
Okay.
I was playing guitar for Summer Dean that night.
Yep.
Yeah, it's kind of a pickup gig,
They really do.
It sounded good.
There's I'm trying to think of the company. It's not Miller. I think it's Epicenter, but I would say that. But Epicenter just did the Strawberry Fest.
Whoever did it for the Main Street Arts Fest, well, tap the brakes. Everything that happens in Sundance Square is not Main Street Arts Fest. It's
Right.
Sasha's jerk-off session.
Sure.
So whoever she got, it sounded great.
Right.
It sounded fantastic down there.
I was telling them a few weeks ago we played the LJT fest down there. I was blown away by how much PA they had inside of White Elephant when we played. I was like, what?
Right.
Double 18s and liner A, and I was like, holy shit.
Well, like, where do you put that?
They put it directly in front of the stage on the dance floor.
Wow.
And everybody stood across the street from the White Elephant to watch the show.
You couldn't squeeze a fucking gnat fart in that place. It was from the front all the way around us, all the way to the back of the room, packed.
That's why they got such big gear, because of the human insulation.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, they're like,
It was nuts.
we're gonna have to crank this up because there's gonna be so many people in here.
It's amazing
Suck up
how
all the
much the
sound.
stockyards have like exploded, you know, between all the Taylor Sheridan stuff and then people shifting over from 7th Street. Like it's been really nice to see the stockyards like back to what it once was, you know, 25 years ago when it used to be packed. They used to shut the streets down on Thursday nights. You couldn't drive through there, but that was a little bit more. That was a little dangerous.
It'll be all
A little bit more
good.
dangerous. That was like, you know, when you were having like gang fights and shit out in the street.
Yeah, I think that's when we first started playing down
Yeah, right.
there, you know?
When you could actually pull behind White Elephant, smoke a doobie about a tree.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. That's definitely when we started playing down there at White Elephant.
You know, you'd only know that if you'd been around the music scene long enough to go to these places and support live music. Just saying.
You're a supporter of live music.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says.
They were the shots that was taken at us that I never got to. The same
Oh, yeah.
little group of people that. Oh, he can play that,
Oh, he's got that on cue.
but he can't play.
You're going to have to give him, like, wait a minute. I think it took 11 weeks. What was it, 11 episodes before
Yeah.
we got the applause down?
Does he get text messages on that thing?
Absolutely.
You do, right?
He even
I
laughed
couldn't
at
get
your
the
message.
I couldn't get the damn things to play on my iPad.
Push the button on the text message and it will go.
I did, and it still wouldn't play. Fucking
It's 'cause Skip
shitty
was in
ass
his
old
other
iPad.
hand.
So, no, the shot that was taken around at the same time.
Skip was in his other hand. Doing things the Skip way. Oh, shit. Look, he's blushing in a fucking blue
Jarring
room.
another bottle in there.
That's going to be a while
Matt, have
before I
you
can
watched any
provide.
of the episodes? When we talk about jarring, do you
I've
know where we're at
watched.
with
No,
this?
I've watched every single one on repeat. No, I haven't seen
Yeah,
it.
fair enough. Matt's been jarring for us. Well, it's like
That was a big player at
That was big.
on Friday night too.
Yeah,
People talking
Pina
about
coladas.
jarring. But anyway, the shot that was taken of us was that, you know, it's okay to take risks like that, but it will take in a year or two, your image will be repaired. Just go about, play your normal shows, and everyone will forget about this. They won't.
please.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
It's pretty funny.
my spot's available. Anybody who wants it, come and get it. You know what I mean? I'll just go
Not
home.
your
and-
spot. I was talking about
your
the
spot.
show we did.
Oh, okay,
That's what I
but
said.
my spot is available in case anybody wants
Yeah,
it.
Yeah, the spectacle show.
yeah. No, they took the shot at you. Then they took the shot at me, talking about us changing our sound. They just went, everybody will forget this. It'll take a little time. You'll be good in a year or two, but everybody will forget
You're
about
like,
it.
I worked my dick off for this.
And people still remember Chris Gaines.
Well, then we all started laughing about everything because it was just them being smart asses.
Before we go any further, 'cause
Like they are.
we forgot to do this. We are coming to you from Platinum Music Complex, 7301 Northeast Loop 820 in North Richland Hills, Texas. You can find them at platinummusiccomplex.com, the world's largest recording studio and rehearsal studio. Also, they have it is proven. We finally proved it.
We proved it.
We proved it. We couldn't figure it out for a while, but with an AI, who would have known?
You explored.
Well, they did, and then they let us know.
Actually, what we did was we took one of those measuring wheels and we walked around the perimeter of the building.
You're gonna build a fence.
by 1 inch. Son of a
I
bitch.
got it.
Son of a bitch. Platinum also has a school here for the kiddos and from kiddos all the way up to adults. So if you are interested in learning music and learning guitar, you can come here and check it out. School of Music, and you can find that out at platinumlessons.com right here at the bottom of the screen. Thank you.
You know what else we got?
What's that?
I think it's time to vent.
Oh, is it? Are we going to do that now?
Let's do it.
Insert
Insert here.
Insert here.
Insert here.
There's a man on our team that is rarely ever seen. It doesn't take much to push him into the red. It's time to vent with Craig. It's time to vent with Craig. It's time to vent with Craig.
For the love of God and everything human, people driving around, stay off your damn phones. I almost got hit 4 times coming over here today. from people being on their phones. That shit is getting out of hand.
How are they supposed to know where to drop off my food, though?
Not looking down, texting. That's not how you do that.
What if they're catching up on the latest Joe Rogan episode, the video?
Well, then they should do that shit when they're at home.
Or have the Netflix playing.
Or just listen to the audio.
Tony.
Yeah, listen to the audio.
Go ahead and give a big middle finger to the camera there before you sign off. Okay, thank you. Okay, yeah.
That's
All
venting.
right.
Venting with Craig.
I'm just going to use that, turn it into some shit. All right, man, let's get into it.
I love it. Let's get into
Matt
it.
Hillyer.
Yeah.
All right, dude. So we're going all the way back to Strap.
Okay.
I want to get into how you, where were you before Strap started?
Okay, well, I mean, I did a fair amount of stuff before. Lone Star Trio, without question, was before Strap was probably more successful than Strap ever was. You talk about when you dropped the bomb on a stage, like people liked Lone Star Trio.
Yeah.
We were traveling around the country and doing all kinds of stuff, and it was starting to go well. But we were so loud. We got so loud as a rockabilly band that we didn't, it just wasn't. It was like a big identity crisis. So we figured, we'll maybe be a rock band like ZZ Top or something,
Sure.
And it didn't come out that way. And like I traded in my Fender Twins for a Marshall full stack and 2 studio Les Pauls. And I remember we had a show, and I think it was Hagfish and us and Oreo Speed Dealer at Trees.
I remember them too.
Yeah, and we were the middle slot, and those shows were just kind of killing for us back in those days. And but we got up there and we had rehearsed. We got up there and did what we were going to do, and we thought, man, it's going to be cool,
Right.
People did not. They did not like that, and they let me know, man, like your friends, man, hell hath no fury like your friends scorned. Like they said, man, that was not good. That sucks.
It's awesome.
And
It makes me laugh.
well, I mean, look, man, I can't blame them. You can't just expect it to completely switch.
Yeah.
And we weren't bullshitting either. Like we were trying to do something of worth as we could understand it anyway. It took a long time, and people not liking us and not coming to see us and giving us a hard time and not wanting to hang out with us much. We couldn't get arrested, and we really needed to be. And
is that when you, from Lone Star Trio, is that turning into Strap?
Yeah.
And so when you turned into Strap, it just didn't work out.
Well, we still called ourselves Lone Star Trio, and then like we figured we had to change the name of the band because it was. We were just too loud. It didn't make any sense. Like you couldn't hear the upright bass. You couldn't hear. Like it was just, we might as well be a rock band, so that's what we did.
Now you had an interesting intro, the way you would come out.
Well, you're talking about what Jarrett said?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I said that one time.
Yeah.
He latches onto it. No,
He latches onto it because he was like, "That's what hooked me." He's
who here likes to lick ass? Yeah.
Jarrett was like Jarrett Reddick.
He didn't forget.
Like, yeah!
I didn't remember saying that, but I'm sure that I did. Just I wanted to know.
Could you imagine?
Inquiring minds.
Could you imagine, like all these years later, like with what you're doing now, and like the Redbird coming up back, like to lick ass,
like to lick ass.
One grandma on the back's like, hell yeah, shit yeah.
Well,
the answer today may be a lot more shocking than it was back then.
Maybe a time
yes!
or two. Yeah.
Nothing shocking.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's a lot of that stuff is cringe worthy.
Wow, dude, I mean, come on, yeah, all right, but at the same time, it's all trial by fire, live and learn. We were all coming up at a time where it was like, what do we do here?
Well, I'm glad we did it though, man. I'm glad we did it because I was pretty tired of I don't know, man. Just the whole rockabilly scene. I was a little bit weary of it because I didn't know what I felt like we didn't really know what we wanted to do with it anymore, you know, because I think we were just sort of nipping on the heels of what the Rev was doing, and there's only one of him, you know what I mean? Like,
true.
and he's one of a kind, and if you think you're going to do what he can do, you're probably wrong. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah.
And you know, I've been knowing him since I was 12. So it makes sense that like I was so influenced and really, you know, into it, but it's just there's a lot of just I love rockabilly music, don't get me wrong. I love it. I still love the clothes, I love the culture, I love the music, all of that stuff. I'll never make fun of it. I'll never say that it's, you know, cheesy, but it's just there's so many different ways you can sort of go with it, and we were going that way with the Rev. We weren't going traditional anymore, and it just didn't make sense after a while. It's like we're too loud. We're basically a rock band, and we're never going to be we can't do what he does. And all of our friends were getting signed. Like a lot of the artists, bands and stuff out of Dallas Fort Worth were getting signed by playing rock music, and I don't know. We wanted to try something different.
My, how we've come full circle.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
right.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm glad we did it though, and I'm especially glad we did that before camera phones.
Right.
and
So you don't have to relive it.
YouTube.
Because
we
we fuck up now. It's out there.
we carried around a camera. We were going to make like home movies and stuff. And like when we did that documentary, that 1100 Springs, the Road to 1100 Springs documentary, which came, I'm glad we did that too. It came out actually better than I thought it was going to come out. But there's a lot of footage to go through, and you know.
Yes.
Steve and I just agreed. It's like, all right, so we're going to pick audio down for one, because you don't know what we were saying. And it was probably either stupid or offensive or both. And after we grab the 20 or 30 seconds of this that we can actually use, we're destroying all of that, right? Yes. Okay. Yeah. Good. I'm glad we're in agreement there. You know. Yeah.
That's what I'm glad about, like media formats changing over the years to where you can't play old stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like, because I know I've got old videos from like Orbit Room being
it was like
naked,
talking about
wasted,
that,
whatever,
right?
You know, playing shows, whatever. But I'm glad they don't, like, high 8 is kind of difficult to do. You can still do it,
Yeah.
but it's kind of difficult. But those tapes also have been in the heat, so I don't think you can pull anything off them. So I think I'm pretty safe.
I've done it. I've got
format.
I've got the necessary equipment and software to do it, and I did it with all my kids' stuff, like because we were still recording my kids when they were babies, like on high 8. So I wanted to get that, and then the hard drive for. Anyways, but I do have the equipment to do it, and I still do have I borrowed an actual player.
I'm not giving you any tapes because I don't want to see what's
No.
on.
And
I don't even want to know.
I've seen some of those too.
You have to do all that crap in real time.
Yeah.
And that's just I have anything better to do with my life.
One of the best things in the world, man, was so my wife and I dug out the VHS, right? And after my mom passed last July, I got a ton of VHSs that we've had to go through. And we were going through them, and I had a bunch of blank tapes that were unmarked, or they would just say like racing on them, and they would be like dad at the drag races and shit, you know. And I guess there was one where they were on a vacation with some friends, right? Right? But
swingers.
No, they were. I guess it was New Year's, and I think they went to San Antonio. They were down at the boardwalk, and they were all like pre-gaming before they go out. And Dad got like super shit faced on tequila, and he was like, I'm just going to take a nap. And everyone's like, all right, well, we should get going. They had the camera just like sitting on the table. He's like, well, we should get going. Let's get down there, man. The ball's going to drop here in a couple hours. We'll get spots. Everyone's like, yeah, we should go. And the dad, everyone's going this way. And Dad walks off and goes into this bedroom, and you could see it. And Mom's like, we'll just meet you. We'll meet you down there. And the whole argument's on there. And she's like, way to go, Haas. He's like, I just need to sleep for an hour. He's trying to explain to her that I drank too much. I'm not worth shit. I need to go to bed. And I was like, man, I am getting to watch an argument play out here that
Oh man, I mean it's funny.
getting to see in my adulthood.
Was it actually funny for you, or did it hurt just a little bit?
No, it didn't hurt because he wasn't a big drinker.
Okay.
So it like made total sense that like he probably had like 3 or 4 margaritas and that was it. I'm going to bed. I'm gonna go night. You know.
Well, good for him.
As her mom could, put down a fucking 6-pack of Pearl Light and be like, all right, let's switch to whiskey.
Yeah.
Well, at least that was pretty safe of you to find. We have a friend that found his dad's stash of homemade videos.
Oh no!
Oh boy!
In a box. Now hold
God.
on. They were in a box and they were underneath a bunch of stuff. Like he had a set of. He had like a cedar case or something, and these were buried underneath a bunch of stuff. And it was in a nice ornate box and everything. Opened up. There's tapes in there.
Ugh.
He won't look at them.
Ugh.
He's scared to.
Good.
And I'm
Good.
trying to. I was like, let me. Look.
Right. Good. If it's in that nice of a box,
Yeah,
it's gotta be wrong.
I was like, let us borrow them and look at them and see, And
no.
Uh-oh.
yeah, he's afraid that they may be some,
They
homemade
are.
videos.
They
and
are.
stuff. Yeah,
they absolutely
They
are. Man,
They totally are.
I have found things before, and I'm not going to say what, but I found things, and you just there's the better thing. The better option is not to know. That is the better option.
All right, we're on. I have to. I know that there's 2 dudes going to be watching this video. They're going to be, why didn't you tell the story? And if I don't tell it, okay. One is Josh Thompson, bass player for Cody Jinks.
Yeah.
All right. Good friend, J-Rod, another good friend, Jared Hardigree. We were all in a band eons ago called SoCo together, and we all lived in a house in Edmond, Oklahoma. And we had the little shotgun. It wasn't really. It was a basement, but it wasn't like where you could do something down there. It was just a little shotgun bay. It was really just for like protection. Mm-hmm. Right? It had a sump pump down there just to keep the water out if it flooded. Right. Well, the owner of the house, Jeremy, he wanted to build like a room down there. Like he wanted to insulate it the whole night. So he hired me and J-Rod to do it. And there was already like this ceiling that somebody tried to put in, and we were knocking out the ceiling, taking out all this old drywall from the ceiling. And J-Rod started at one end and I got at the other, and we're hitting it with hammers and we're going. And he gets hit by a Zippo, falls down out of the deal and hits him in the head. He's like, damn, dude, check this out. And he's like, an old Zippo like that. And he's knocking away at it. And then I'm knocking on the other side. And all of a sudden a bunch of porn mags fall down. And I go, holy shit.
From what year?
Like 70s. Like straight up 70s bush porn.
Yeah, I was going to say.
And I was like, oh my God. And then about that time, he's hammering away, and this jar falls down. It's a mason jar, it's sealed up.
Oh, shit.
And it is
Jar.
filled with nitty gritty
Pina
dirt.
colada.
Like just no,
No pina colada.
no pina colada, no jarring for Matthew, but filled with green.
Oh wow!
And it's sealed up, and he's like, "Well, it's sealed, dude. It's got to be good, right?" I'm like, "It's
probably fermented.
Not good.
It's
It's
not.
not good at all." He's like, "Well, we'll find out later." And he like sets it over to the side. And then we had some VHS tapes that had fallen down with that porn. Tips. Yeah.
It's a test.
Tips. And so I was like, man, there's no way these things still fucking work, right? And so we go upstairs and plug them in, and it's exactly what, it's just like the magazine. It is bush porn. Like, it is like, holy shit. And meanwhile, Josh is over there with the mason jar like, and he opens it up, and they put it in the coffee grinder, and they're like, well, we'll just grind it up and mix it with all the, the leftover roaches we got. Something's got to happen.
No mildew, no nothing.
Oh,
no.
dude, no, it was horrible.
Okay.
Like, rolled up a doobie with that thing, and J-Rob was like, fuck it. Lights it up. He's like, oh, it's horrible. Oh, God. He's like, and John's like, well, I got to try it. I want to know what 70s weed's like.
Yeah.
He's like, just because it said 70s on the porn mag doesn't mean that it's 70s weed. It could be like 90s. Like,
Right.
We don't know how long this shit's been down there. And he's like, no, I'm going to hit it. Oh, no, it's horrible. It's horrible.
Yeah.
And he hits it. I'm not hitting this.
Yeah,
You guys just are pure turning green, dog. Like, and by the time J-Rod's like, he just throws up everywhere. I'm like, put this out. Put this out. Put this out.
And they're both alive still.
They are.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, they are.
You
Well,
You know what?
obviously.
I applaud that.
I applaud it too.
I applaud
Took
that
some
because
balls.
I remember playing poker with some friends one night, and this buddy of mine, I don't know, he found an old roach, and God knows how long it had been there. And I was that guy, I was like, man,
Yeah.
let's do it. He's like, no. we're not doing that. It's like, I am, you know? And it wound up being okay.
What's the shelf life of cocaine?
Who knows?
No, I never kept it long enough to.
Yeah,
Because that's
so
It never stuck around very long.
most pathetic cokehead in the world. It's just like, I keep this around just for whenever. It's like, I keep thinking I'm going to do it, but I just never do. You know?
my neighbor next to the old house right over here by you. When he was remodeling, they tore out the entire house, the entire center, inside of the house.
They found a teener
All the way
in
down.
there?
They found a bag,
A bag.
and he showed it to me, and I was like,
That
"What
was an
the
insurance
hell?"
policy.
And I was like, "Where'd this come from?" He's like, "He's in the walls. He's in one of the walls in one of the bedroom." I was like, "What the hell?" And it had a 93 on it. That's all we could find. Apostrophe 93. Someone had handwritten on a piece of the tape on it. That's all we could find. And I was like,
Insert Q, Talladega Nights got a bag of Colombian Bam Bam.
But I told him, I was
What's
like,
it going to be, son?
"You just paid for the entire remodel of this house, finding this thing."
Yeah, right? Oh, shit. I don't know.
So many thoughts going through my mind
Right
right now.
I'm like, if you cut it with Ajax, maybe it could have lasted. I don't know, baking soda.
Or some cake
Was it
flour.
already cut?
Was it cut at all? Was it? What address was this place?
right next door to my old.
Oh, shit.
The bad thing is, he never told me what he ever did with it.
Oh, well, he sold it.
Yeah.
Totally. Had to have. Yeah.
He ran in our circles. He knows people.
Yeah. I mean,
Had
here
to
you go,
have.
man.
Did he try it?
I got some vintage
No.
shit.
He didn't try it?
No, he was one of those ones that if he had stuff like that, his heart would explode and he'd just be dead. He had already lived a hard life.
Oh,
I think
that's
that I
me
would.
now.
I think that I would. Yeah, right. Yeah. I think I would at least want to, give it to Mikey, and see what. I don't know that I would have the. Of course, I'm not doing anything like that these days.
You mean Johnny Take a Bump?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just see where it's
Johnny
at.
took a bump.
You know what I mean? You don't want to just throw it away. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
It's funny we're talking about this when we were down there in Georgetown, this little tiny house they put us in. On the refrigerator, there was a, they got magnets for but it was like a magnet pie cutter and a magnet spoon. And I was like,
I know what this is here
why
for.
is this the only thing here?
guys
I'm looking at the guys that's a hell of a.
You guys like to party, huh? Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
I did too, man. They turned
got-
all the kids went to sleep, and it just turned into golf carts going around in a circle like NASCAR. It's like, oh god,
You got a mirrored coffee table.
Yep.
It's always a classic.
Well, that's why we got Dustin that chair over there. It's
Yeah.
got mirror handles.
Mirror handles. Just
Yeah.
come take a ride.
Yeah, just lick that armrest and you'll know out.
Yeah.
I'm going to take your word for it.
I bought it in a what do you call it? A vintage shop. What do you call them?
I think a
Resale,
vintage
vintage
shop.
Vintage shop.
Our antique shop.
Antique shop. Yeah, that. Down there off of whatever highway for $20. So,
Well, it looks cool, man.
yeah, man, it's white leather.
It looks like it's worth about 25 at least.
Definitely came off a porn shoot for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's been some.
It's been highly disinfected.
I went
since
over
then.
it with a black light just to be.
Never a good idea.
Since I've sat in it,
It's leather. Yeah, since you sat in it.
So we've-
yeah.
we've-
Well, I could see
you
right
look
where you
at it.
sat. Yeah, it was like, man, he jerked off that day.
yeah,
It's really weird.
God, we're really.
Even marks.
So from Strap into
Okay.
11, yeah, into,
We're back on the road.
from Strap into 1100 Springs. Where did that turn?
Well, all right. So we did Strap for, I guess, a couple of years. And I don't know. Steve wasn't feeling it and he quit. So we got a different bass player and we added another guitar player too. And it was slowly but surely people were starting to like it a little bit more. We were getting a little better. And that was just we really were doing our level best to be dirtbags, I think, and it's succeeding pretty well at it. But me and Steve and Richie Vasquez, who was playing with Jesse Dayton at the time, we thought it would be a cool idea just to put together a band to play like some old country tunes because we knew a lot of that stuff, on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, just for fun. And that's what we did. We just got a residency Monday nights at 8 Ears and played at the back of the bar. And again, weren't very good, but it was fun.
The thing about 1100 is you guys had your own unique style that was I remember the first time I saw it, I was like, this has got such a honky tonk swing spaghetti western rockabilly vibe to it. It's made it cool. Kind of like when you hear like desert bands from like Arizona or something like that, and they're doing like surf rock, but it's not. It's got this Latin vibe to it, and you're like, oh, what the fuck is it? That was my take on 1100. Was like, it was this really cool, it was just a different vibe. You know, I grew up out here with nothing but country. I mean, hell, my mom was signed with RCA. She was as country as it gets. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm used to that. But when I heard y'all, I was like, oh, this is cool. So I think maybe what it was is that maybe y'all just didn't know that.
We weren't trying to do anything, really.
That's the point.
You know, we knew country music, and we loved the Bakersfield sound, and we loved Doug Somm, we loved Bob Wills, and we loved, you know, Waylon and Willie, and we ran the gambit of like all the traditional country styles, and if we liked it, we'd play it, you know. Yeah. And so then, and you know, of course, Steve and I coming from that rockabilly background, that always kind of, you can't really wash that off. Sure. So that kind of lived in a lot of the stuff that we were doing. And then I started writing my own songs to it, to which, you know, then it starts to sound like you start to get your own voice if you have one.
Sure.
You know?
Yep.
But I mean, I think that whatever influences we were pulling from, we weren't trying to hide it. You know what I mean? Like, so any number of the things, like from Doug Somm and Grant Parsons to Merle and Buck and Bob Wills and all of that stuff. And then, you know, I write songs in the style of that and then try to say what I'm trying to say on top of it. It was a weird amalgamation blend kind of thing. But the band wasn't trying to be anything at all except a band that could play some gigs.
Yeah.
That's it, you know. And it was weird too in the sense that at that same time that we were doing all that, the Texas music scene, that the whole wave that came with Pat and Corey and everybody was, and Jack was taken off too, and you know, Robert Earl was the kind of the biggest thing that the college kids were listening to at the time.
Totally.
That was all happening right then, and somehow we were able to do shows with all of those guys, and then also with Dale Watson and the Derailers and Junior Brown and all of these people. So we were in this weird middle ground, or we play with the Rev and sometimes the Toadies. You know, like we fit in nowhere and everywhere at the same time. It's cool, and it's still kind of that way.
Yeah,
you know?
It's kind of like Deadwood, our band that we're doing, is kind of in the same boat. Because we'll play with country guys, but then they'll put us on with rock dudes. Mm-hmm. And it can go both. It doesn't matter. You can straddle the line.
Yeah.
And go. I totally know what that's like.
Well, we definitely wanted to be a traditional country band. We knew that, though, because we definitely wanted to be more like the Derailers or Dale Watson than Pat Green or any of those guys. And no offense to them. That's just what we were doing. And that's, you know, at some point in time when Cross Canadian Ragweed and Stoney and all and Jason Boland and all the people coming from Oklahoma kind of introduced this whole red dirt sort of rock thing to it. Then we were, I don't know, then I think we were really kind of confused as to where we were supposed to fit in.
I think it was one of these things where you also got to look at it like, you know, you guys are up there and you're tattooed up and you're playing, you know, and so when the visually, as people are seeing, like, close your eyes, it's country music. Mm-hmm. You know, you open your eyes, you're like, man, is this a rock band playing country music?
Well, that's what that whole song is about.
Right,
you know?
Totally.
I mean, I wrote that on the dashboard coming home from playing at Green Hall with Pat Green.
Yeah.
And because we used to play, we'd start every show opening up with San Antonio Rose.
Yeah.
Because I used to call it throwing meat to the lions, because you know, we would load in and get on stage and people would just be looking at us like, who the hell are these guys? You know, and you know, like now it's no big deal, but none of those kids were even wearing cowboy hats back then. They had the scrunched up baseball caps
with
and
with the college letters across the top of it,
plaid shirts, and their jeans are all frayed at the bottom, and you know Red Wings and shit.
Yeah.
That was the uniform of the time, and we did not fit in to that at all, but we played country music, and so I wrote that on the dashboard. It's like, man, I love playing San Antonio Rose, but you know, like, we need something that kind of spells it out, you know what I mean?
Totally.
Kind of explains that whole thing.
Totally.
So, and that that was a real phenomenon. I mean, you know the deal.
Yeah. Totally.
How tall are you?
6'7".
6'7".
Yeah. 6'7". Yeah.
That's not a thing. That's not a thing anymore.
No, we're weeks past that.
I know. Yeah.
Oh shit.
No, but I mean, yeah, like a guy like you, all tattooed up. You know, it's like you're not sliding by.
Yeah. And then I get up there and sing Cyndi Lauper.
Right. You're not.
Girls just want to have a.
You're not flying under the radar.
No.
We weren't either back then. No. Now it's not a big deal. You know.
I think it's the thing with Dustin and I is like we come from two different
realms,
completely different realms. Like the people he runs with, it's all in the same.
The process of doing this show, I was thinking about this the other day, and the time of doing the short time we've done this show, I'm starting to realize, like, just on the Fort Worth side, not including Dallas, there's like 3 different circles of the local music scene.
Sure.
In Fort Worth alone,
totally.
And I'm not talking like, you know, groups circles of the bands that run together. I'm talking about like the way the overall feel is, the scene. Mm-hmm. There's like 3 different scenes here in Fort Worth alone, when I used to think there was pretty much 2, you know, but I'm starting to realize that there's a third, and we're going to break these down one show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go through them.
There's I would say there is a writers part of that that's in Fort Worth, but I think stretches across Dallas too. It's just people that write together.
But I'm throwing that into a certain circle on its own.
Yeah.
We'll get into that, but
sure.
I've been thinking about that. There's a couple things I want to flesh out on that before we get into it.
Man, I've thought about these kind of things a whole lot, you know, because no bullshit. Like with our band, Lone Star Trio especially, like we ran with everybody.
Yeah.
We played with everybody. We played every kind of room. Like, you know, our country friends couldn't go play the rock clubs that we played. Mm-hmm. Our rock and roll friends couldn't go play the Three Teardrops Tavern or Naomi's or anything like that, or the White Elephant or any of the places that we played. But we did. We were able to go everywhere and do all the stuff, you know, punk rock clubs, you name it. Rockabilly kind of has a weird way of fitting in everywhere and nowhere at all, and that's just bizarre to me, because your circle of friends, you know, it's like when you talk about when you're coming up and you were hanging out with these people, it's like, no, man, we were hanging out with everybody. You know, we were playing with everyone. It's like whenever, you know, 1100 Springs, we've done one Get Back Together show, and it was one of the reasons we wanted to do it is because it was with Bowling for Soup at the Longhorn Ballroom. And it's like, well, that's cool, man. You know, the room is cool. Bowling for Soup, we've been knowing those guys forever and a day, and that makes sense. And you know, you talk to some people and they're like, that's an interesting bill. It's like, it's really not. It's really actually not. If you're asking me, it's not shocking at all. Like 1100 Springs and Bowling for Soup were both managed by Jeff Rowe before he passed away. We were Strap and Bowling for Soup were hand in hand on so many shows, and we've known those guys forever. There's so much love there. But that's just the interesting thing to me about it. It's just like, and that's what I love about the scene. It's just like when you talk about the sort of, it's almost like a Venn diagram a lot of times.
Definitely.
You know, like, I mean.
And that's exactly what I want to put together for the discussion.
It overlaps, you know.
It overlaps in certain areas, and there's some people that don't get into, you know, this circle or down into this circle or But then there's a whole bunch of people that get all three. It'll be a weird.
A couple weeks ago, we played Rhinestone on a Saturday night. Packed ass crowd. That place is nuts. The opener, the guy that played with us, his name is Rhett Embry. And I didn't know much about him. I looked him up online and heard some of his music, and it's Texas country, ISK, but holy fuck. When we got to the show, it was borderline metal. I was like, holy shit. Like, and for what Deadwood does, I mean, we're getting up there sounding like a love child between Dave Matthews and Mumford and Sons. And then, we got this guy opening, and we're going, damn, dude, right on, cool. But it was just like, could you imagine, like, 15, not too long ago, like 15 years ago, if we would go to the Stockyards and do that, man, they'd boo you out of the fucking building.
Well, that's what I was going to get at, because I had to look it up. I couldn't remember the date. But you were talking about y'all fitting in with certain bands and everything. When I was working for the Dallas Observer between 08 to 11, somewhere in there, and y'all played the St. Patty's Day Parade.
Yes, yeah.
With the 97s. The
yeah,
O's.
That's right, yeah.
Y'all played with the O's, and that was right when the O's were kind of getting started. And the Brams?
Yeah, I don't remember who all was on it. I remember...
Yeah, the Drams.
The Drams.
Yeah. I had to look it up to see all there because I remember the O's, remember y'all, remember the 97s, but I knew there was a fourth band. Mm-hmm. And that show, everybody fit in very well together.
Yeah.
But that was a rocking show.
Yeah.
Turned Energy Square into a little bit of chaos there for a little while.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and that's. We hadn't played with it. I do remember the show because I don't think we had played with the 97s in a long time, and I hadn't seen Rhett and the guys like for a while. And just you know how it is. It's just ships in the night when you go on those things, and you don't get to talk too much. But we got to catch up a little bit, and that was pretty cool. And I've known Pedigo forever, and the Drams. Yeah, man. No, that's a. I forgot about that one. I'm quite sure, though, I did a minimal amount of catching up, and then I hightailed it out of there. Because, man, there's only so much of St. Patrick's Day on Greenville Avenue that I want to be involved in.
It's an ass beating. For the few years I worked there, we went down there every year, and it was just like... Ugh.
Apologies to those who really love St. Patrick's Day. I do not.
Playing it seems like an ass beating.
Playing it is an ass whipping.
Yeah, I bet it is.
And we did so many gigs St. Patrick's Day where they always put us at some fake Irish pub.
Yeah.
And there's never a stage. You're always by the dartboard, and it's just really uncomfortable and
barbecue sauce.
But people love that stuff because they want to go to the Irish pub but I don't know. No thanks, man. I'm good.
Until you end up in Ireland.
Well, that's different.
That was different. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
We remember that story.
That's different. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Are we going to get into some of that?
Man. Well, what was funny is, there's a lot to get into that because I separated myself from the pack. Me and TJ did. And y'all went and played, and him and I had a completely different experience.
I believe that.
I remember when we all circled back. We were telling some of y'all about it, and you were like, what? And I was like, while y'all were doing that, we were crashing a movie set.
Yeah, right. My wife was so jealous because she watched that show, the Vikings rap party. She's like, what? They're here? I'm like, it's like, settle down, man. Yeah. We went and did the Game of Thrones tour.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I remember as soon as we got into Ireland too, Steve Helms looked at me. He's like, just remember, it's a crawl. Not a race. I go, shut the fuck up, Steve. I gotta go get drunk now. Leave me alone. Stop trying to father me into this thing.
And we were about to land, and that guy Bronco Jr. started. Were you sitting close to him on the plane where he started to have his conniption fit?
I was out on the plane. I took some medicine.
I don't know. I guess the pressure was messing with his head, and he's had some head trauma or whatever. And if he hears this, I'm not trying to talk smack. This is just what happened. He was really upset and just kind of yelling about it, trying to get some. It was
Holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, he was sitting like 2 rows behind us, and I'm going, oh, man, what kind of trip am I on? He's like, please, somebody give me some painkillers, morphine, whatever. That's so much head trauma. He's yelling this at
He probably thinks he's talking normal.
The flight
his ears are closing
he definitely, yeah. The flight attendant was trying to manage this situation. And then, you're on the line ride once you get off the plane trying to go through customs. We're passing them back and forth. My wife's got to be friends with everybody, God bless her.
Meanwhile, everybody that's hidden drugs and got on the plane with them didn't want to say anything.
We're passing them in line, and she's like, I've got some, I'm like, leave them alone. Don't engage. Don't engage.
Do not engage.
Yeah.
Do your wives do that, man? My wife does that. She gets involved.
Everywhere we go.
God damn it.
Everywhere we go, like on vacations and stuff, it drives me nuts, especially when there's a language barrier, because it's almost as if that makes her want to make friends even more. And like I have to just sit back and just let her do it because
through Google Translate,
because I don't want to. I don't want to fight with her, but I'm just like, please just don't
leave it alone. Leave it alone.
Like you can't stop. You can't stop it. This one time, one of the first trips we took together, we were in Puerto Vallarta, and we were walking down the strip, and it's a night. We'll go to Senor Frogs or wherever it is, and we get some shots and drinks, and it's ready time to go back to the hotel. And we're walking, and somebody has like a yellow Volkswagen Beetle double parked on the street, and she just walks up to this guy and starts talking to him, and he starts offering her a cigarette, and she's like, no, we're going to go to the hotel. And I'm just she's out in the street doing this at this point, and I'm just standing back watching because I know what's up. The guy just has a yellow car. That's all it is. You know what I mean? The car is yellow, and he doesn't know what she's saying. He's offering her a cigarette. It's like, no, I want to go to the hotel. I'm like, no, come on.
Yeah, let's go.
That's not.
Leave that alone.
Yeah, just let's go. Just trust me. I don't want to sound like a dick or nothing, but I've done a little more traveling probably, just
the Ireland trip was a trip.
Oh yeah,
that was some crazy shit. I remember, God bless him, and I hope he comes on the show, man. I miss you, buddy. It's been too long. Walt Wilkins.
Well, listen, just to cut you off, like he wasn't on the trip I was on.
Oh, okay. Well, because I was on 3.
Yeah, he wasn't on the trip I was on, and when they asked me to do it, I called Walt because I knew he had done it.
Oh no!
And Walt is one of the things I love about him the most. He does not pull punches.
No.
And like he just like, I'll never do that again. It's the most disorganized, ridiculous. It's like
it totally was.
It's like
Walt looked at me and goes, Justin, thank you so much for being here because you really saved us all on this trip.
Right? Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm not a scared.
We showed up and they were like, we don't have any mics, DIs, or mic stands or cables, and none of the venues have them either. We have the venues, but don't have any of this gear. And there was no road managers on the deal, and the closest thing to it was me. And they were like, aren't you, can't you? I was like, yeah, but I ain't fucking doing it for free, man. Ain't no fucking way. You just ruined my vacation. Hell no. I got to turn into a road manager on the spot at a place I've never been before and talk to people I've never been, ever. Yeah.
No one pre-rented anything over there or thought about, hey.
No, nothing.
We need to rent some gear.
Zero. Literally, I was like, who's your connection? And he was like, well, it's this guy. I was like,
it's this guy. It's always
here's
this
the deal.
guy.
I want $5,000, and I will do it.
We got $5,000.
Yes. I was like, I want $5,000.
How much of that made it back?
The $5,000. I said I want $5,000 when we get home.
Oh, when we get home.
When we get home.
Because you didn't want to drink it there.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. I already had my budget set for that. Yeah. I was like, but if you don't give it to me, I'm going to put your ass on. They paid me.
Yeah.
Everything was good. But Walt, dude, God, I love that man.
I love him.
But we're standing in the middle of, what's that called down there? The Temple Bar District.
Oh, right.
We're standing right in the middle of it, and this guy had given him a big hash hooter. Mm-hmm. And he was like, I don't normally do this, but Justin, will you please walk me back to the hotel? I was like,
Walk of shame.
yes, sir, I will. And he's like, I grabbed his guitar and I said, come on, buddy, and walked him back to the hotel. I was like, what room are you in? He goes, I'm not too sure. I was like, I had to find his card and find out what room he's in. And I got him back there and he's like, you're okay, my friend. And then I was like, all right, buddy.
I love him. I love him so much because he's just he doesn't pull any punches. Like everybody has him pegged as this, very zen kind of, a little bit hippie kind of dude, and he is. He is 100%. He's one of the sweetest people you're ever going to meet. But he's not pulling any punches for your sake.
No,
and and I mean that in the best way possible because it's just. I
wouldn't want him any other way.
Yeah, he knows what he thinks, and what he feels about it, and he's he's not going to change that.
Such a great dude.
So he's just the best, Yeah. I love him to death.
So, did I ever show you the cutout cardboard of Randy Brown?
I've seen one before.
Is it the head on the? I
do believe.
Swimsuit body?
Yes, I do believe.
So that's at my house.
Nice.
I forgot to bring it up here because I was gonna set it down next to you so we could have an interview with him.
That would give me the absolute creeps.
But it's absolutely going to end up here in the studio somewhere, like in the background, like on the door or something. Because
there's another guy I love the most, Randy Brown, dude.
Dude, I was talking to him the other day. He's like, is that fucking thing still around? I go, it's in my garage. It's in my garage. So there was a wedding going on, and somebody made this of Randy Brown. They took Randy Brown's hat. He's all like smiling and shit, cut his head off and put it on a swimsuit model. And they made a cardboard cutout of it. And it's hilarious. And that thing, I was taking it around for the longest time. I had it folded up in the back of the van. And every time I'd run into buddies, I'd say, hey, we can get a picture with Randy. And I'd stand it up and you guys would all stand there and take a picture with it. And then I sent him I don't know how many pictures on his birthday. Yeah. I was like, hey, man, you've made the rounds. That thing went all over Texas, Oklahoma, Utah, everybody from staff, everybody taking pictures with this thing.
He loved it.
Oh, he loves
getting the attention.
Nice set of tits on that thing.
Yeah, man, that's the best he ever looked, man. That's the best he ever looked. That should be his album cover.
If you have a picture, you should insert it here.
Putting it right here. Yeah.
Ching.
Yeah, I've got one of Joey Green here. I'll put Joey Green on here. Taking a picture with it. Bing. Yeah, right there. Yeah.
I don't think I would make a very good looking woman. I think there was a time. I think it's
come and gone.
I think it's come and gone.
I'd see you as an old librarian
because now I got the glasses, right?
Put mine on. I got my new Ray-Ban Metas here, so I can film the show from the glasses.
I'm embracing the goggles.
Not our sponsor.
I can't.
You got clear lenses. Look at that.
Yeah, I finally got to the point where it's just like digging around for readers and buying new readers. It's just like I can't do this anymore. I have to embrace the look.
Getting old sucks, but everyone's doing it.
It's just it's a drag.
You guys get that reference, right?
Oh yeah.
Song.
Yeah.
Oh no.
The other day, this guy tried to sell me a coffin. I told him, man, that's the last thing I need.
Tried to sell you a coffin?
Yeah. It's the last thing I need.
It's the last thing you need.
Yeah. Always makes you feel good.
God, you got
Always
me.
makes you feel good. Put you in a good mood.
Yeah.
You think I need a coffin? What
Did you catch it?
What?
I said the guy tried to sell me a coffin. I said that's the last thing I need.
Yeah. I got that.
Okay. Yeah, it went right over my head.
Oh.
Damn it. All right, I'm going to do
gotcha.
Live here. Live in studio.
Oh, so we're stopping down for this. No. Where are we at time-wise?
We are at 1 hour and 8 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're killing
Look at that. We're down in it.
This way I can get
not up above it.
There we go. We're live on the Facebooks from my glasses.
Oh, look at that. Yeah. Hey, now. Oh, wow. Oh, you got the camera glasses.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I'm wondering if it can pick up your vocal from my headphones.
If I put mine are on the truck, can we double do it?
Well, we can double do it. We can split screen it. Yeah.
But mine are just dark lenses. Are your transitions?
Yes.
Do they work well?
Really well. They'll turn black. I didn't think they were going to get black.
How quick? Because a lot of
not
people,
like super fast, but like enough to where like you don't notice it happening, and all of a sudden you're like, damn, oh shit.
Well,
a lot of people bitch about that in the first gens.
Because people want it to happen like fast, and they do have. There are some shades out there that you can slide it on the left, and it's like fast.
No, that they would. It would drop in the middle of like they would be in a sunny condition. All of a sudden, it would go away and
I
blind.
haven't had
them
that
for a
happen
minute,
yet. No.
Yeah, that's
What like will it do it under stage lights?
Oh well, it's not happening right now.
Yeah.
You know.
See,
you're playing a show and it just keeps going.
No, I need some new frames, man. I wanted to get the half tints. You know what I mean? Because I want people to be able to see my eyes, but then at the same time, like I don't want it just to be clear on stage because I don't want to look like Clark Kent or something. I want to look more like Doug Somm or Gary P. Nunn.
No, you can get them shaded. You can get them red.
That's what kind of these are.
You can do that.
But these are an issue. I need new frames because they're a little bit bent on the hinge, and so during the show,
they come down.
It's like that.
Yeah,
you know,
that's not real librarian talk.
That's like real. That's real dad in his socks reading the paper stuff right there.
Son, listen,
excuse me.
Did you?
Charles Nelson Riley.
Did you take the trash out?
What account are these showing up under?
Panther City Rebellion.
Oh,
the
there
Facebook.
It is. All right, yeah, now it's coming up. I was just checking.
Can you hear the audio? I wonder if you can hear.
What account are these showing up under?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
All right.
A little delay. It's not much delay, but
not bad. Cool.
I'll mute it so it doesn't throw us all off.
Well, can you do it to where the light doesn't go flash on?
No, they do have a cover though that you can put over that so people don't know.
But
there was a dude down the stockyards that was doing this.
And there's an update that if it sees the cover on it, it can sense that cover, that little
really?
eye portal. Because I bought one.
Yeah.
And they won't work.
Huh.
They'll tell you there's something blocking the sensor. There's something blocking the sensor.
So that's just supposed to keep you honest, so you're not just filming people everywhere you go?
Yeah.
Even though it's not illegal.
Yeah.
But how bright do you have that one? Because you can make it really, really dim.
Oh, really? I don't know. I mean, I haven't gotten that far.
I was using mine at the Cowboy games, shooting stuff.
Sure.
B-roll and stuff with the girls, and you can change that way down to where they were like, "You're shooting right now?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "I just hate having this bright light because it kept throwing me off because I can kind of see it in my eyes as I'm shooting." Can you see it in your eyes?
I can. I can see it up here on the right.
Yeah, it was aggravating me seeing that go off as I was running around the stadium.
It works. Yeah. So we're live on the Facebook worlds.
That's crazy.
So we're just giving people a little taste of what the show is.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and it keeps telling me when people join. It's like viewer has joined. I'm like, oh, yeah. We got 2 viewers right now. One of those is Dustin.
That's
one of those is me.
That's wild, man.
I like that it's all drunk. It's like because you're bobbing your head around. And,
dude, one of my favorite moments with you is by far, we had a little bit to drink, but we were waiting to go on stage in Louisville at Hat Tricks.
Yeah.
Hat Tricks, I played there.
We were out on the front porch, and we were joking and laughing, and I was like, well, you ready to go do this? And you're like, yeah, man, as ready as I'm ever going to be. I just want to do and then you went into, I just want to do a good job, Dad. Jeez.
Well, it was the thing that at the original time that it happened was we were doing that Trinity River float thing.
Yeah.
And they had, which is just like,
find the dead body.
It's like
bobbing for dead bodies.
They'd have that trailer behind the stage, and that's cool. But that's the only place you can go to get cool, right. and you're removed. The band and sound are completely removed from anybody else, so you're just kind of isolated. And we're in that trailer. There's nothing to do, and I probably had a couple of drinks. But I just started doing that. I just want to do a good show. I have so much love in my heart and in my life on music.
I am at this point borderline pissing myself. I'm laughing so hard.
It's like the idea is that was my pre-show ritual. That every single time I'd have this complete breakdown, just like I want to know if it's going to be good or bad or not good or great. I just want to do it. You know?
Oh man.
And then it became a thing where I actually really did start doing it a lot of the times. Right. And they're like, Jordan would come in and be like, "Are you gonna be all right tonight?" It's like, I don't know if it's gonna be all right. I don't know if it's gonna be great. I don't know if it's just gonna be okay. I'm surprised I can still access it, man.
I know you can get it.
I can
you
just turn it on like
just turned it on.
Yeah,
dude. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, well, it hurts my throat when I do. It's probably not a good warm up. I just want to do it. I want to do a good show,
dude.
You really gotta get the hands right here, though. Oh God, what are we gonna do? I don't know. Is it gotta be out there or not? Are the people gonna like it? Are they gonna love it? Are they gonna hate it?
Thank you for creating a new intro for this show.
Done, dude.
Take the click track out, put that in before the music starts.
You're welcome.
Every time now.
I feel like you're channeling the character from that old 70s TV show, Alice.
I don't know where that's coming from.
Well, the best part was when that was going down, like Jordan walked out the door, and I think Helms was there. There was a few. Jarrett was there.
One of those nights.
It was like all the players, right?
Yeah.
And I think Jordan walked out. He goes, "Oh fuck, we're going through this again." It's just like he knew what was going on. And Helms is like, "What in the hell? What the hell is going on?"
Well, Jordan had one from that same show the Trinity River thing that is still stuck with every single time, almost every time we're at a green room, and if he's on the gig and we're all hanging back before the time to go in. He just did this at that show with the trailer, the same show. He walks in the trailer, he just walks in and goes, "All right, boys, let's see them dicks." And everybody just thought it was so hilarious.
Oh my God.
But and that's the stupid crap that sticks. You know what I mean? It's
totally.
just like they just walk in the room and say, "All right, boys, let's see them dicks." I'm like, I know.
Yeah.
I didn't want that one to hang around.
No.
You know what I mean?
Nope.
But it's pretty funny.
Jordan was telling me one time, he was like, we were talking about a bunch of sound paneling he's got. And he's got all the original acoustic paneling from Haltom Theater.
Yes, he does.
It's
I remember
all in his barn.
Yes,
up there.
I remember this.
I always thought like Haltom Theater, like when old dude took over, like he took all that out and he had it out by the dumpster. And Jordan was like,
"Oh, Chaz,
well, I'm just gonna throw it in the trailer and take it home."
Yeah, we recorded the last 1100 record out in his barn, a lot of it. And so, we played there. And they had all that. It's like, what are you going to do with that?
Yeah,
we took it.
Did it sit in there when it was a furniture shop? Still?
Yeah, it was.
That's what I thought. I thought
it's
it
like
all
kind of
sat
greenish
because the theater was a furniture shop.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
Yeah.
It's all the original sound paneling that was real big all up on the walls and shit. And Chaz took it out, and then it made it sound like a gym. The reason it was in there was because it was soaking all that up.
Still
and it still sounds like a gym. But Jordan's got it all. So, Chaz, if you want your stuff back,
fuck that. Keep it.
But I forgot about that. I forgot about that gig, man. It was a pretty cool little place, and then they feel like they had they got a big room upstairs, right? Like that was all decked out or something.
Oh, that's where Chaz lives at.
Yeah, right.
He has like all his action figures and stuff he's collected. Yeah,
his office.
Yeah, so that's a trip. Yeah, do they still do stuff there?
There's our guy. Here we go. We're be at 240 beats a minute. Yeah. Here in a minute, you're going to start hearing. If you go down to the bathroom and take a piss break here in a bit, when you go down to the bathroom, you get Rammstein. Down the Rammstein tribute band.
Oh, the sounds of a rehearsal space. Man.
Oh, we got them on. We know.
At least the death metal's done.
Yeah.
For now.
The young kids, yeah.
He screamed all he could scream.
Death metal is never done.
It's true.
Never done.
It's true.
Never done. It's never done.
It will live forever. And
so one of the cool things that I think is pretty badass is that you and a few others, one of them's coming on the show June 9th, Zach Wilkerson. Mm-hmm. Courtney Patton, we're going to have her come in. I was trying to get her for tonight, but I know Courtney, love you. We'll see you soon. So you guys got into this, basically a writer's circle, Adam Hood, and you guys have put this together, and it is just this, you guys write with each other constantly.
I mean, not so much I mean, people write together, but I think what you're talking about is the sequestered songwriters thing, maybe? Yeah, that really, all that was that wasn't really even about writing songs at all.
Really?
Honestly, no, it wasn't. It was it was just something that happened when the pandemic hit and everybody stuck at home. Courtney and Jason had the idea to do like a sort of virtual hag-off. So for Merle Haggard's birthday, we just did this thing where we rounded up a handful of people and we played Merle Haggard songs, and we would say, all right, go to Adam Hood's Facebook page now. And we went one after we came up with the order, and people liked it enough. And then before the next week could come along, John Prine passed away of COVID. And so we're like, man, because we're not doing anything. We're just sitting around, you know what I mean? Like there's nothing we're doing, and people really loved it so much. So we did a Prine week, and then it became a thing where people were like, well, we want to be able to tip you guys because that's where we were all doing it, right? We're all doing live streams and getting paid, trying to anyway. And we're just kind of like, well, that'll never work as far as like, how do you split it up? Like, how would you even do that? Like if you're trying to tip all the people, there's 20 people doing this.
Sure, yeah.
You know? But so we kept doing it, and we would do a tribute each week, of a different artist, and we'd learn all their songs, which was great because it kept we'd have to learn. I had Aretha Franklin. I got to learn. We did that. But the funny thing was we called it Sequestered Songwriters, and we weren't playing any of our own songs. Really.
But weren't y'all, wasn't there a thing that y'all were doing where it was like y'all were sending stuff out, like where you would, one guy would say, man, we're going to try and write X, Y, and Z together, blah, blah, and then you would pass that on to the next person?
Oh, no, okay, now I know what you're talking about. No, we have Courtney and I were in the group together, and I still do it. Like tomorrow I have to turn in a finished song. But it's one of these songwriter groups, and ours isn't the only one, but it's been going a long time. When I joined, Johnny Chops was running it, but we keep it at like 10 people, and you get a prompt every week.
Right.
And you got to write to the prompt, and you got to turn it in by a certain amount of time. You can't turn in partials. You can't co-write the song. It doesn't have to stick to the prompt, but you got to turn in a finished song every week. You turn in the lyrics and the like a basic recording of it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're out. So that's been going. I've been in and out a little bit of the group, but mostly in the group for about 6 years. So I got more songs now that I know what to do.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
totally.
When you turn them in, what happens to them? What do you do with them?
Nothing. Other people can hear it. It's just an email chain that just sort of never ends. And sometimes people will I had to kick myself out one time because I just forgot to hit send. Like I woke up the next day, it's like, oh no. I did the work. I did it all. I just didn't send it to the group. It was sitting there in my outbox, and I just, how like you just don't hit send on a text? It was the same thing. And they're like, dude, it's cool. We know you wrote the song. It's like, nah, rules are rules, man. I'm out. Get me back in when you can.
How do you get back in?
So whoever's running it, it's kind of up to their discretion. Oh.
It's not like you got to be jumped back in or anything.
No.
So they take you around a dumpster, and then this dude with a puppet on his arm sticks one up.
Yeah, exactly.
You
know him.
Why are you throwing me into this again?
It's not a trust fall over a sword.
Well, I didn't even talk. What, Matthew? What?
Never mind.
He looked over. He looked at you and he said, "Puppet." You know.
Someone has felt envy.
Yeah. Well,
Person of
he's,
felt empty.
he's definitely felt.
he's definitely felt the envy. No, man, it's been a great thing because I mean, so many of the people who have been in that group, like when they release a record, like 75% of the songs that they're doing are songs that, and you get to hear other people's stuff, and you know, you're supposed to, you know, sort of get influenced by that.
Totally. No, I think it's fucking rad. I'd love to be a part of that.
Yeah.
Love to, man.
Well, I mean, you just got to wait for somebody to fall out.
Totally. Right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We've had the same crew for a minute now, and
Yep.
and everybody's kind of, you know, standing their ground with all of it. And the thing is I've tried to get a few people in that they, you know, they're like, man, that just sounds like a lot, you know, writing a song every week. It's like, man, we know people who write song 2 or 3 a day. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Totally.
Like it's not that
Yeah.
big of a deal. And all you have to do is just get over yourself and stop being afraid of writing a crappy song.
Totally.
Because you're going to do it anyways.
You're going to.
You're going to write a bad song no matter what. Just get them out of the way. And they're usually, if you do it over and over, just like anything else you do a bunch of times, you theoretically, you're going to get better at it. So
It's somebody told me once, you're like, write 100 songs and you'll start learning at 101.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Write
Yeah.
100 songs. You'll really start to capture at 101. And they were not wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah, write a bad song on purpose.
Right. Totally.
That's difficult.
It is
extremely
It is
difficult.
especially, and that'll sort of shine a light on the idea. It's just like, okay, you're writing a bad song, but you're still trying to go about it in a good way.
In a good way.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
I do that
Like-
all the time.
Like, I love it sometimes when I feel like I have nothing to say. I'll just set out to write something really stupid.
Yeah.
I wrote this one that I need to learn it because people like funny songs, but it's kind of a Marty Robbins-y kind of thing. It's all about being unfollowed on Instagram. It's like this guy. This guy.
Kinda genius.
This guy, like he posts things and she likes it all the time, and then he posts a chain letter or something, and then she unfollows. He doesn't even know her, but he's just lamenting. It's like, what did I do?
What
Where
did I
did
do
she
wrong?
go? You know, it's really dumb. It's really stupid, but you know, it's supposed to be fun.
Yeah, it's supposed
You know
to
what I
challenge
mean?
you.
Yeah.
Totally. It helps with, you know, the writer's block. in us
I don't
all.
buy into that anymore either, you know? Like, I mean, I understand, and I've been there in life where it's just like you think you have writer's block, you got nothing to say. That's different. But, you know, that's one thing that doing this every week has kind of cured me of. It's like, okay, you don't have writer's block. You're afraid to write a shitty song. And
Right.
there's a difference, you know?
Yeah.
And I appreciate both of those things because nobody wants to just set out to write something shitty, except what I just said a minute ago. You know, you know, but setting out to write something shitty.
I don't know. I feel like I could fall in love with that song. Just that poor guy and his Instagram account.
I'll play it for you later, man. It's I mean, it amuses me. But I don't know. I don't buy into writer's block anymore because you know, there's something in there. If you, it's not supposed to be so complicated. It's not. On some level, songwriting is not that much different than your 5-year-old kid walking around singing a song that they just made up in their head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Totally. Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot more to it than that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, come on.
It's like right now we're doing this thing in September. We're doing this. It's a massive event, and we're working with a company called Paul's in the City, right? And our friend that's putting it on, Sarah, she's our Bob, our bass player, his wife Sarah. She's putting this whole thing together. She's like, so we gotta get a song for dogs. And so my head immediately goes to like a love song, right? Because a love song, you can relate. Yeah, right. Like, but happy, not kill yourself.
Yeah.
You know, and so
We'll make
my
great
head
pets.
automatically goes to just, you know, a happy love song. You know what I mean? And then it was funny because like Bob and I were talking, and we were talking lyrics back and forth, and you'll understand this because like he was like, you know, he was saying direct lyrics. And it was like matter of fact. right? And like I've always been taught the innuendos,
Yeah.
are always the best way to go on a
Yeah.
song. You never say like the man or the woman or lightning, thunder, angels.
Yeah.
Like you never say the thing. You just kind of beat around the bush, and it makes everything relatable.
No old Shep.
And some of the stuff that he was saying, he was like, like a belly rub is worth 1,000 hugs. You know what I mean? And I was like, I could work with it.
Yeah.
We could work it in there somewhere. He was like, well, like, what if we wrote it from the dog's point of view? I'm like, okay, I like this. I like
Someone
where we're
did
going with
that.
this.
That's the song. God, I can't remember who did it. But someone did that. It's a big country song there for a while. It was played on, KSCs and all that from the dog's point of view. And then their owner dying at the end of it. It was sad.
Oh my God! People
Yeah.
always got to go sad with the dog, and it's
can't
hard.
remember
It's
what
hard
it
not to
was.
do because why do we do this to ourselves, man? Like why? I've had bunches of dogs, and every single time I'm just like, you get into it, you get excited about it, but then what's up. You know what's going to happen.
Oh, I
You
did
know
try.
how
I
it's
think
gonna-
about it every day now.
I've done
I've done enough
it
of 'em.
multiple times, and it's just how it's going to suck with that way. But like, I don't know. I like that idea, writing it from the dog's point of view.
Dog's point of view.
Because
Yeah.
you don't really know your dog. You think
No.
you think you do.
You think
know?
you do. You think you got them trained, and then they take a shit and look at you.
Right.
Right
Yeah,
here, buddy.
Right. You don't
Yeah.
know what they're thinking.
Yeah.
I would love to know what my dog is
I
thinking.
love watching the TikToks where that guy has that German Shepherd, and he's got the camera like right down in his snout. The dog's looking up at him, but then he puts the voiceovers with it.
Oh,
He's
the
like,
meat drawer.
He's like,
yeah.
He's like,
Oh, shouldn't
that son of a bitch just sat there and ate that entire thing without offering me one bite.
Right.
And it makes me think about it with my German Shepherd, and I'm sitting there, and she's like, ears up, just looking at me, just like,
Yeah.
you gonna give me one of those French
Oh,
fries?
yeah.
Or?
The other one that was big was Feed Jake. Remember Feed
Oh,
Jake?
yeah.
He's been a good dog.
Yeah.
My best friend. Oh,
That one was a
That was a heartbreaker.
That was
man.
a heartbreaking song too.
But die before I wake, feed Jake. What about, are y'all hip to Gary Floater?
I'm not Gary Floater.
Okay. Well, I don't want to.
Like, what are we floating
I don't
here,
want to.
biscuits,
No,
or-
I don't want to
Yeah.
break the fourth wall on this.
Okay, no, break the fourth wall.
Okay, so it's
say the weird thing.
it's theoretically.
I got that reference.
It's
You often fantasize
Adam
about
Carroll.
what okay.
It's Adam Carroll and Owen Temple. They have this character that they've made, Gary Floater, that and they got albums on this. And so like Gary Floater is a guy who like sort of made it in the 90s, almost made it in the 90s. And they recorded all these albums, and the songs are funny, and they're anyways, they have this one called "A Hero Never Learns" from the album "A Hero Never Learns," and they got the. It's like drove my dog to the pit and my pickup truck out to the edge of town, to a place I'd never been before. Then I turned that truck around. Old Hank was a good old dog, but I had to set him free. Tried not to look in my rearview mirror, so he was chasing after me.
Oh, God, dude.
God.
Jeez. God.
Because a hero never learns. That doesn't make any sense. You know, the chorus doesn't make any sense. There's all kinds of. It's gold. It is gold. And both of them, if they saw or hear this, they'll be mad at me for outing them on any of that. Because Gary Floater is Gary Floater. The character is the character, man.
I'm going to take a quick pill. I'll be back here in a minute.
Wait, hold on. Stop. But
resource.
we just talked about this for the show, how we're going to do this.
Oh, okay.
But the Raising Humans is the one from the dog's point of view
Oh.
by Easton Corbin. If you've ever heard it.
Oh, okay. No, I haven't heard those.
Yeah, that's the one. But we're gonna take a break. This is
break.
part A
Part A.
of this week's show because
This
we're
is true.
dividing the
Yes.
show in half. And when we come, this is the end of this week's.
This is the end of this week's show.
Technically.
Yeah.
And then when you see us next week, it'll be part B, the second half.
Part B.
Sitting
You
down
get,
with
you get a
Matt.
two-parter, buddy.
You get-
Hey,
two-parter.
man. You know what? There's a lot of layers to that onion.
We're going to actually all switch outfits.
And it's actually, this is all just a ruse to take a piss and fill vacation time. So let's do it.
See y'all next week.
See you next week. Later.